tell you that.
Previously on T-Man 978.
What is up with this face right here?
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. This time it's Blurr. Act like you're surprised. He's officially number 3 in this 86 Studio Series line. Yay. And this is the Battle of Autobot City background right here. You remember this scene? I want to help Magnus. Perceptor was in this scene, but Lord knows where he is. Leave me alone. And here we are. Here's this. He's pretty much the same height as Hot Rod, except his neck starts slower, but his eyes are on the same level. And here's real leader class. Ultra Magnus right there. And here he is next to 2 of the new Decepticons introduced in the movie. Here's the Titans Return guy. For whatever reason, Hasbro was forced to do, or they wanted to do, toy decos and whatnot. There you are. If you look at the box art for Blurr, it looks like this. But in Japan, he was this color. I wanted that one, but it cost way more than I was willing to pay for a Deluxe Class figure at the time. Highly similar. Super highly similar. They pretty much have the same exact transformation, but things are different. Like this right here. These are humongous on the back of Blurr's arm. I think they could have been this size, but they wanted to enclose most of this. But I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, and this one has this more stylized face. Blurr looks very good, pretty movie accurate. I can't remember what Blurr's back looked like. I don't know if they showed his back a lot. Like, in fact, I feel like he was barely in the movie. Like, they had to pay the guy who did his voice a lot of money. But anyway, let's get into the articulation. So on the post, the ball is going down into the neck again, just like Titans Return. So it's very limited because of the way they sculpted the neck. The back of the head is blue, transparent blue. If you have light, you can light pipe the eyes. But it's really, really dark. I'm thinking about going in and shaving some of that neck so I can get better neck articulation. Don't expect me to do an update on that, or don't bug me on that, because I don't know if I'm going to film it or if I'm ever going to do it. But I'm thinking about it. You have like a soft ratchety sensation right there. The friction locks or whatever. Arm can go out like that, unlike the Titans Return where this bumps into the head. You get the swivel above the elbow. The elbow bends basically 90 degrees. The wrist, there is no real swivel, but you can half transform it and do that. Major problem, this does not lock in at all. So not only is it big and humongous, they didn't design any type of clip at all. It can rotate right here. The legs can go out to the side, kick forward, go back right here, swivel right there. You can't really get more inward swivel because it's so high. You get 90 degrees of bend there. You get ankle pivot deep, and the foot can rock forward with a ratchety type system. So that's good, and it will be really awesome for running poses if he could look up more than that. So, my main gripe, and like I mentioned before, there's always seems to be something stopping these Deluxe Classes from being awesome. And like, I'm not going to fault the articulation, that's what they gave it. But what I am going to fault is this. This should lock in. It does not lock in at all. That is very frustrating. You get this gun. And you might have noticed he has something hanging out back here. You can store this thing right there. And he can cover his hand up. And now he has a welding tool just like Hot Rod. I do not remember this scene at all. At all. I don't know if it happened in season 3 or what. he might have been fixing up the base. I don't know. To make sure, here's a more extreme close-up on the face. Face looks a little bit weird, but it really did look weird in the movie. And he's covered in like technical details you wouldn't normally see in the animated movie. Hasbro and Takara love giving them the extra detail unless it's the masterpiece. Then they go super cartoon accurate. Transformation. I've already taken that off. I'm going to take this off. Now what you want to do is rotate this, and this thing right here pretty much opens by itself, so you can wrap it around there. So it is cool that they tried to make everything enclosed, but he does suffer from a great deal of hollowness in the arms right there, as you can see. So rotate that around, flip it like that. Now we can turn his chest around, pull this gut piece out, which is a little bit difficult to grab. I'm not even gonna lie. I remember being able to just grab this, but then after I started messing with them more, it started being difficult. We can unaccordion this and bring it over the face like that. Detach this from the side. Come on. Luckily, they put up a lot of attention into this right here, because you're going to need that. We can go ahead and rotate this like this. And now we can open the legs up by separating them from the front. Bring that out like this. Open that up. Separate the hands right there. And now we can bring this together. This is kind of crazy because two of these pegs just go straight in, but this is one of those overlappy type. So it's kind of hard to overlap and peg those in at the same time. So that will be annoying for you. Now we can go ahead and, move the feet up like this. Move the arms back out the way. Bring that down. And go ahead and rotate this around the arms like this. And there is a peg right here. Moving this over this is kind of difficult too. And this figure is, maybe Blurr has some type of thing, because Fans Toys did this, where it's so hard to just transform him without making pieces overlap each other, because there's almost no way you can do this part either. You need to take these side pieces or body fillers and push this into there. And I believe the instructions do have this after the leg transformation. This will want to keep doing that. Once you do that though, kind of the same thing over here. We need to peg this into the side right there, peg this into the front right there, and peg this as you push it back. Just force it. The one in the front is one of those pull over, like I was mentioning, but the ones back here are the push in. And this main one in the center, that's the main thing holding all this together tightly. So line that up, and then I guess we can slide this one over that. But once you do all that, he becomes his little space hover car. And he is definitely a freaking hover car because it doesn't have any wheels. So, and then they didn't put a stand port anywhere visible that I can see to accommodate this hovering action right there. So you have to just freaking pretend. Looks good. I don't know if this is totally accurate, how far out these come, but I'm thinking, because the hands stop like right here, if they would have slanted it here and not tried to be sleevish, I guess, to the movie design, and I'm gonna have to find a picture of it. They could have made these smaller behind the arms, but definitely they should have come up with a way to attach it to the back of the arm that's better. Like maybe how this clip is, put that same type of clip right here. But they didn't do it. But it looks good. And I see the seat went down. It's not any real steering details or anything like that at all. So yeah, and nothing can really fit in there. So that is what it is. Looks nice. Here we can plug the gun right there. And then you can take this piece like it was in robot mode and port that right there. So total storage, and you can shoot people. And here's this. I went the extra mile for you guys. Yay. Don't you love it? Click like. Here he is next to RC, who sucks to transform, even though she barely transforms. It's like transforming an egg that's falling apart as you're doing it. Yeah. Hot Rod. Here is the back of the car right there. But let's move it to the back of the spoiler. He's still longer. Cup. Wheelie, who is the same thing as RC. Nothing tabs together securely. But I have reviews for every single thing. This video right here surprised the heck out of me when I put this out. This video paid for itself when I put it out. Got like 30,000 views or 20,000 like in the same week, which is amazing for my channel. There you are. Yeah, I like this mode. It stays together solidly. Unlike the other Studio Series vehicles where things don't tab in together, these all seem to tab in securely, and vehicle mode is secure as humanly possible. Robot mode, though, they all have, and even Hot Rod, the forearm keeps popping up. Even though I like him the most, the forearm does keep popping open. And what else? So, yeah, out of the 5 Studio Series figures, I don't have Grimlock yet. Thinking not all of them are perfect, but I still like Hot Rod the most. This one, my main issue is his head keeps popping off, but just in case, what I'm going to do is take him back to robot mode. The review is over. I like it, but he is not the absolute best. I detached that, and now I'm going to separate things from the side right there. Kind of get them out the way. We can go ahead and detach the feet from this little light blue part and then shut it. Detach the foot off of here and shut it. Now we can move this back up into robot mode, basically. Rotate that down so the arm can get like that. Get them out the way. Now we can go ahead and open this up. Unpeg right there on both sides. Get it out to here. Swing this down. Detach this. And make sure you put this spoiler thing back there, or that weird fin they like to have on Blur and RC. Now we can shut this. There's a tab there. That's the main tab. And push the foot down. Put that over that main tab. Push the foot down. Now we can go ahead and bring this out. Accordion this up into his back. Shut it. That stays securely. This shut itself. It was open. Shut that. And we can rotate the chest. And now we can do this and rotate the hand that way. Do this and rotate the hand that way. And here is Blur back in his robot mode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing and all that. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. It's going to be Marvel Legends. I got a bunch of them. Well, I need to get them out of the way.
Figure action. That one towards me.
Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.